All right, welcome back. This video is the continuance of our journey to another city. This time we are going to be headed to Jeuno. And so let us pull up our map. And look at it. So again, we are back in Bastock at the moment, and that's just where we're going to be starting. And so, our trip is going to be starting from here in Bastock, and we'll need to go over to Jeuno. Now, if we have to walk, we would want to start in South Gustaberg, and we would want to go up into this part of North Gustaberg, and then we would want to cross the river. We'd want to come up into Kronstadt Highlands, and then we would want we'd want to go into Valkram Dunes, and then we'd want to go to Lothane Plateau, and then we would want to go into Jugner Forest, and then from Jugner Forest we'd want to go over to Battaglia Downs, and then we would want to go right into Jeuno. That would probably be the best route. If you had to say you absolutely had to walk, and you didn't have the Unity points, that would be the best route to take straight from Bastock all the way up to Jeuno. And so that would be how our journey would go if we were walking. However, we're going to talk to Ixley and see if we have anywhere close to where we need to go, if he has anywhere close that he can port us to. And so we'll just talk to him, and we'll have to look at, so it's, oops, not that one. So we'll try content level 122. Jugner Forest, Pashhow Marshlands, Marifatad Mountains, Eastern Altepa Desert, Yoater Jungle, the Sanctuary of Zeta, Labyrinth of Onzozo, and so it's not there. So let's go to content level 125. So return to previous section, Battaglia Downs, Rowanberry Fields, Sarumug Champagne, Boissedine Glacier, Exarchibald, Romeve, Western Altepa Desert, Ottawa Chasm, next page, Garlage Citadel, Ifrit's Cauldron, the Boyad Tree, Cufftull Tunnel, Sea Serpent Grotto, Temple of Ugalape, Quicksand Caves, and so those are all the places we can get to at 125. So of course the one, if we remember on the map, the closest area was Battaglia Downs. So we're going to do this. Oh, understood. In a way, to Battaglia Downs you go. Well, okay. I normally have the stuff we need to. Well, I normally have the items, so we could get our mount. So we'll do our mount at another time. Anyway, so now we are in Battalion Downs. When Igsley ports us, we are ported to right here. And if you look, the Grand Duchy of Jeuno is this way. And so if you're being ported from Igsley, all you have to do is turn around and you are going to pretty much zone in. And we happen to be in Upper Jeuno. I pronounce it Jeuno. It might be Jeuno. I don't have a clue how it's meant to be pronounced. I say Jeuno most of the time. So, we normally would get our mount when I do this. However, we haven't done any of the Bastock missions, and so we haven't done what I normally do. And so this video is just going to be the video of us getting the home points here in Jeuno. Well, traveling to Jeuno and also getting the home points. And that will be this. There might be a cut, like I say, there might be a cut scene in one of these areas that we go to. And it's fine if there is. When we actually start doing whatever the cutscene was for, that's when we will try to go back to it and figure out what it was and everything and where it was. So there's Upper Jeuno, there's Relude Gardens, and there's Lower Jeuno. We're gonna go to Relude Gardens, so and then there is a Port Jeuno as well. You will get well accustomed to coming to Relude Gardens. You come here quite a bit, and so it's just a good place to remember. So we'll get that, and then there's a survival guide, and again, I recommend getting both home points and survival guides, just to have them. It's good to have them all. All right, so we're going to there's a point in the game where you'll want to know this area very well. So you'll come to this home point, you'll walk through here. You don't want to walk upstairs, but you will want to come over the side, and you'll want to come over here all the way through, and you'll just want to be familiar with H5 in Jeuno and with these two Nomad, Model, and Matte, you'll want to familiarize yourself with this area, because later on you will be here a lot, and so it's good to just take the time to be like, okay, I know where that's at, without even thinking about it, um, because you will be there quite often, later on in the game. Then we're going to go get the one other. Current region, upper Mog House. And again, if you're moving from home point to home point in the same city, there is no fee for it, but it's if you're trying to get from here to Bastock, there's going to be a fee for it, and if you got the item Rhapsody in white, then it's only going to be $100 gil fee rather than the 500. So it's much cheaper. And I think we've got a cutscene, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Hmm. Joseph, I say, do you see that? Chimera. It looks like, but could it truly be a giant crystal? Homer, this light, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Verena, Aldo, whatever could this mean? Aldo, I haven't a clue, Verena, but I'd wager it doesn't bode well for us. Claudie, or Clady, what could this mean, brother? Is it some sort of omen? Tryon, I only wish I had answers for you, Claudie. Tryon, oh, one thing is for certain though. We've not seen the likes of this crystal before. That overworldly light Could it be visitant from paradise? And it all began with a stone. Or so the legend says. Shh. Listen. Do you hear something? Page. Karst, do my ears deceive me? This ethereal voice. Naji, it's coming from the crystal. The crystal is singing. Ayami, the beckoning call of a preternatural stone. Sid, I'll be damned if I know where that slab of rock came from or what it's doing here, but one thing's for sure, that's no ordinary energy it's giving off. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, said, "No, I don't like the looks of this one bit." Banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. Aparuru, I sense such immense power. This crystal harbors an unbelievably strong will. Samilafina, it would seem that we've got ourselves another troublesome situation on our hands. Shantoto, and so we face a most curious plight. What a perfect occasion for me to brandish my intellectual might. Oh ho 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 ho. Stand back. You must not draw near. Star Sybil. Star Sybil. That thing, you must not approach it. It is not meant to exist in this world. Not meant to exist in our world. But that means that stone, it is. It is. No, the horror, the pain, love. Love will be the ruin of us all. Star Sybil. Bathed in that light, the world entered an age of bliss. Until after a time, the goddess fell into slumber. That world was called Vanadil. Our world, Vanadil. A Crystaline Prophecy. Ode of Life Bestowing, Final Fantasy XI Online. Joseph, what am I doing here? Homer, why? I could have sworn I just saw Must just be my old noggin playing tricks on me again. Shomura, good heavens, this is no time for daydreaming. I must get back to work before the master scolds me. Verena, Aldo, was that? No, it wasn't a dream, Verena. I saw it too, plain as day. A massive crystal floating majestically, and yet somehow ominously, like a star in the sky. And yet look at these people's faces, blissful and unaware, as if they have no recollection of what they saw mere moments ago. Not even a fleeting memory of that enormous jewel. And its many colored lights. Did you see them, lady? The many colored beams of light? Did you hear the ancient song? That was the memory of the crystal, the Memoria de la Santona, the song of ages past that herald the birth of the gods. And yet, look at the town folk around you, how strange. It's as if they never noticed a thing. Or perhaps they did, but they don't recall. No memory of what they heard and saw. How curious indeed. Doesn't this make you wonder, lady? Aren't you troubled by what you're seeing? Don't you wonder what's happening to your precious Vanadil? Like it or not, it would seem you've been chosen by the echo of the crystal. Chosen for what, you ask? That's not for me to say. Sure, you could just turn and walk away from your fate, but if you care for the future of your world, seek out the Seedsball Lux, the Seedsball Luna, and the Seedsball Astrum. What are they? Why, the rays of light you just saw, of course, or what remains of them, at least, raining down from the heavens. They settled in forests, marshes, and mountains. Where did the crystal come from? For what purpose has it come to our world? Open your ears to the echo of the ancient melody, and you just might find the answers you seek. I'll be waiting for you at Cliffham Island. Bring the shards to me there, and we will see what mysteries they hold. And now, you'd best be on your way, adventurer. It would appear that the wheels have long since been set in motion. Young Aldo. By the way, you can call me Aldo. You, oh, I know you all too well, Wandering. Do take care now. So there's that cutscene. Like I say, we will eventually get around to that, but it may be a while. Because our plan is to do everything in the game. I feel it's going to be the most beneficial to get our level grind out of the way first. And so that's why we've been pushing the levels, and we will be pushing them, more. So now we gotta walk all the way down to get this other home point. And like I say, there's something else we would do here, but I forgot to. We kind of pushed over some stuff, so but this is basically just our very first trip to Jeuno, so it works out well. Actually, we'll just port back so we don't have to walk. And then we'll go to Port Jeuno, and this should be the last area in Jeuno. So I don't know if there's a cutscene here or not. Oi, come on now, open your eyes. Ye all right, lass? Gave me right fright, trampling to the ground without warning as you did. Eh, a pink flash of light in the sky, you say? Took a knock on the old noggin when you fell. Most like, no one from round here's seen anything of the sort. What are ye called, if I might ask? Wandering, eh? Me name's Joachim, and the fact ye remember your own means your wits intact, I'd say. Wandering. What ye witnessed just now was no trick of the mind, but as real as thing as the folk in the bustling port. In this bustling port, ye saw what ye did, 'cause Ye've got potential, aye, that ye do, but whether this potential will serve ye good or ill's not something I can say. Remember what I just told ye, though, and if ye ever start wanting answers, come and seek me out. All right, so we will get the waypoints real quick, or home points. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling them waypoints. They are home points, and we'll actually, let's see. It's items. So yeah, 8. I want to check something real quick. Okay, so in this town, you can take your beastman sills over to Shammy, which is standing by this little canopy like thing right before you go down the stairs, and you can we might have to talk to him, but I'm gonna see. We haven't talked to him before, but we can give him all of our beast sills and he'll hold on to them for us. Alright, it's a deal. Hey, what a sucker. Let me see here, wandering, is it? Here we go. As of last count, you've got a balance of 18 beastman sills. Alright. And so, he stands here, and we'll talk to him later. And then Joachim is over here. It's by this little box. And right now inside of it is a Prish statue, and we're going to get it. Prish statue furnishing a statue of Prish, spirited heroines of Tavnasia. So lifelike are her facial features, you can almost hear her say, "What the hell are you looking at?" when you gaze into her eyes. And so we're going to grab that. This is a furnishing, so it goes inside our Mog house. And we have not yet been to our Mog house in this playthrough, so one of these days we'll stop by there. This is Joachim, and he's the guy that we saw in the cutscene just a minute ago. Joachim, well, if it isn't wandering, I knew ye'd come seeking answers sooner or later. So ye be wanting to know about the strange flash of light ye saw. I'm not one for beating round the bush, so I'll say it straight. What ye witnessed was a phenomenon called noise, the irregular brushing of one dimension against another. Ordinary folk don't see such things, mind ye, so I suppose that makes ye extraordinary. Me theories that ye've got a natural attunement to the phasic alignment of our dimensions. That be the potential I spoke of when I found ye sprawled on the ground. Ye look a bit out of sorts, and I don't blame ye. The truth can be a bitter draught to swallow, I know. I'd love nothing more than to say this is just some hearth tale. I would. We'd all be happier that way, to be sure. But what's an adventure if she turns her back to reality? Now, this isn't to say that I take ye for a faithless type, but I've got a feeling that simple words won't do. Some things a woman just got to see with her own two eyes. So I want you to have this. It's a traverser stone. If you've truly got the potential I marked for ye for that stone there'll guide ye on your way. Take it with ye and pay a visit to one of them cavernous maws. Ye know those ghastly things, I mind ye, the ones that are frozen like stiffs won't serve. Lethane Plateau, Constant Highlands, Turangi Canyon, Jugner Forest, Fulcrum Dunes, Burimu Peninsula, Ex-Archibald, North Gusterberg, South Gusterberg. There be maws in these areas what have been freed from their inanimate state. What be the reason for this, though? Your coin's as good as mine. Now that ye know where the answer awaits, the rest is in your hands. But I leave ye with a word of warning. Seek the truth with frivolous intent, and it will cost ye your life. That's no idle threat, but simply the way it is. Never ye be forgetting my words. And so now we've got the Traverser Stone, and so I think it's under permanent. It might be temporary. Oh no, it's under the Abyssy, sorry. Traverser Stone. Examine Traverser Stone, a magically imbued stone that allows travel to Abyssy. Also serves as a stabilizing agent that realigns the anchors your essence to foreign dimensions. So that is a start. And I'm pretty sure throughout this playthrough we've kind of seen one, and the one of the cavern maws, and I pointed out. Now because we have this traverser stone, and we had that cutscene, we are able to go into them. We won't be doing that yet, but now it is available to us. So this is our trip from Bastock to Jeuno, and we're gonna go back to Bastock, markets, home point, exit, and we'll end this portion of the video here and just leave it as our trip from Bastock to Jeuno. And so we will be right back.